Hi there, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of quality pictures. Now, if you don't have professional photographers to take good quality snaps of some of the stuff that you want to do, there are ways that you can, let's call it fake it. So you can still make your products look amazing. And actually, for varying spaces, they absolutely have to follow certain criteria. Now, there's a piece of software out there that you can use. There's a free version and there's a very low price paid version that you can actually use to create all of the imagery that you need to be compliant to disrupt Google. So why would you want to disrupt Google? Well, if you follow a few rules, then Google is going to pick your pictures up when people start searching. So I'm going to show you how your pictures over time can become an evergreen marketing space for you. Something you don't ever have to put money back into. You just need to follow a few simple ways of doing it, and you're halfway there. Let me show you what I mean and why it's important. So Google wants a white background. So if we just come and do a search, now we've gone with Halloween, so hey, let's just do Halloween anyway. So what do I want? Let's just say I want Halloween lights. Let's be specific. And you can see that all of these up here are sponsored. So all of these people have sponsored it. Now start looking at where these are coming up from. So Equation, I'm not sure, but I think it's an aggregator. I think they earn money by driving traffic. Kelku is definitely one of those. Now these are interesting. They Google off their own bat. So all of these are Google. Oh, here we have Genie. Again, not sure on that one. Might be an aggregator. Probably is if it's in the paid for section. So now you're seeing sponsored stuff, and then you're starting to see pictures. So the range, their products are ranking because they've named the pictures. Amazon, their pictures are ranking because they've named the pictures, and also because Amazon is one of those sites that people visit all the time. So that makes the pictures much more likely to come in. The more often a page is visited, then Google realizes that's what the customer is actually looking for. So essentially, Google is just a search engine. It's delivering up results for people. If it sees people are going on certain things much more often, then they're going to give that picture more often. Now, with eBay and Amazon, and you can see B&Q and Asda there, both high street stores, they're going to get lots of traffic for different things. Now, with a new disruptor on the market, then obviously the more views you get on something, and if you spend some time on that page, you've got much more chance of then ranking in Google on its own volition. Now, I'm just going to say to you, Google loves a picture with a white background, but all of these seem to have breached all of the rules, but they're clearly what people are looking for and they match my search criteria. So you can actually see further down here that these things do actually hit the brief of what they want. Essentially, what they want is a product with a white background, very little writing on it, and as much of the product as you can actually give it. Now, there's all sorts of things out there that you can use to do this, but let's just switch over and I'll show you how you can do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow somebody's pictures. So obviously I'm not selling these, but just for the sake of doing this, I'm going to look at this picture and I'm going to just borrow it. So I've literally copied it. Actually, let's have the bat one because that I'll come back to that one in a sec. So let's just switch over to something that's cool that you can make compliant pictures to your heart's content. So this little lovely is called Canva. It's amazing. If you're not using Canva already, really? We are going to have some whole training sessions on how to, but this is an exceptionally powerful piece of software that I use for everything, and you'll see why in a second. So it's asking me, what do I want to design today? So I'm going to tell it I actually want to do an Amazon picture, and the reason I'm doing that is it's exactly the right size. I'm actually searching my own there. Let's just create a new one. It's exactly the right size for a product. So it's 1080 by 1080 pixels, and it's exactly the size that Amazon wants. It's also a really good size to be using anywhere else. So it gives you the space to put everything in that you need. And it also means that it's giving you the space for the customer to be enticed and drawn in. Pictures are absolutely important. Now, some of these lifestyle type ones down here, for certain products, are going to be absolutely perfect. So you can see some templates in here for all sorts of things. I'm just going to show you a couple of quick tricks that you can do with this, and I'm just going to paste that lovely little picture that I borrowed off the internet. So you can see that, or you possibly can't see, we have a big square going on here, and we have this lovely little picture. I'm just going to take it to the corner, then I'm going to make it fit the box. So that's a much better picture if I wanted to use all of that, and if I wanted to show off what this light does. Now, you need a few pictures. eBay wants 5, 6, 7, as many as you can put on there, because then you've got much more chance of somebody resonating with one or other of them. So I'm just going to duplicate this page, and I'm going to show you a little trick. So I'm clicking on the picture. You can see because the little edges are highlighted. Now I have the premium version, which means that I can remove the backgrounds. Now I'm not sure how well that's going to work on this yet. I didn't think it was a good picture to do that with. It's actually virtually taken everything out of the picture completely. For other pictures, it will actually work much better. So let's just use Ctrl and Z and put it back. That picture isn't going to work for what I wanted to do with it, but I can show you another little trick. So if I had 2 of these in a set, then all I would do is put one on and then click on it and do Ctrl and D. And that has just duplicated my picture. So I don't have to do lots of work to show that I'm selling a set of 2. Now, when you remove backgrounds properly, not on a picture like this, what you can do is then layer all your products side by side, and that works beautifully too. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to share, I'm going to download, and I'm going to pick the pages individually that I want to download and save them in a folder exactly for these products so I can always find them. So they're now compliant for being found in Google, and they're a really good asset to help sell the product. Pictures are incredibly important, so make sure you have as many as you can showing the different things to do with your picture. And you should always be aware of what it is you're trying to do. So you're trying to help your customer buy. So basically hit every point that says, what's in it for me? So in this particular case, what's in it for the customer? Well, as you can see, these look great on a window, and they're really bright, and they're not too spooky. So if somebody wants something that's not terrifying, but is a really cool little light set for Halloween, then they've probably hit that spot. Now, one final thing for these is if you right click on the picture then you should get, although it didn't quite do it, so let's try that again, something called alternative text, alt text as it's known. By putting the description in there of exactly what it is, and you have 250 characters to do that, you can actually help this be found in Google even more. Now, I could ask the AI that's in here to say, what is this picture? And it says a purple lighted ghost and bat hanging from a window. How cool is that? Now, we might also help the customer a little bit more by putting a few more keywords that I want to introduce them to. And I might even put a sneaky little affiliate link in there as well. But I have 250 characters there. I might as well use them. Most people don't do this. If you did this, all of those key search terms for ghost, bat, light, window light, Halloween, none of those are in there, but they should be. They will be found in Google for that picture. So you've got evergreen marketing out there all the time, even if you're out of stock. So when you come to resurrect it next time, it's already been indexed by Google. It's already going to be found. The more people you can send to your pages, the more opportunities you're going to have too. Because Google's going to think, oh yes, they love this. The people are staying here longer. It's exactly what they want to see. So why not make it easy for them to buy?